The condition of our kidneys depends very much on what we eat. And if we add the necessary foods to our diet, we can literally make them healthier, while some other products ruin our kidneys. In this video, I have collected exactly such a selection. First, we will talk about the most harmful kidney products, which should certainly be excluded from your diet, and then we will talk, of course, about the most useful ones that need to be added to our diet. So watch the video to the end, it will be very interesting and useful. So let's go. By the way, friends, be sure to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell too. Don't miss any of my new items. So, point number 1 of the most harmful products for our kidneys is quite wide, but nevertheless very understandable. These are all foods with a high salt content. I have repeatedly said on my channel that there is an optimal daily dose of salt. It is from 2 to 5 grams per day. Less than 2 is harmful, more than 5 is also harmful. And it is well known that a lot of people publish salt, just overdo it. Because not getting salt is actually a very difficult task. Even if we do not completely salt any food at all, practice shows that with ordinary products, even very healthy cereals, vegetables, not salted, we will still receive about 2 grams of sodium per day. That is, not picking up salt is quite a difficult task, you really have to starve. But it's very, very easy to sort out the salt. And I must say that most of us manage to do it literally without effort. So, too long use of increased doses of sodium over time cause an increase in our kidneys and their cells. And this can lead to their vibration, loss of their function, and as a result it leads to insufficiency. Also, excessive salt intake reduces the ability of our kidneys to filter waste products, that is, their main function in fact. And excessive salt intake provokes fluid retention, hypertension, that is, an increase in blood pressure. And this, in turn, creates such a vicious circle, because it begins to harm our kidneys even more. So what foods should be excluded after all if we want to take care of the health of our kidneys? First of all, it is of course pure table salt. It is not recommended to salt food strenuously, or to keep salt on the table to sprinkle another dish. And you also need to avoid those products that are already extremely saturated with sodium by themselves. This is, for example, any processed meat, sausages, especially ham, and so on. A huge amount of canned food. Even such a useful product as peas or beans, once in a can, become quite harmful, because a fairly decent amount of salt is added to them, and also sugar. Canned meat also sins with an increased salt content. Any semi-finished and ready-to-eat products, almost always very salty. As for pickles, I think everything is clear. Pickles, tomatoes are of course very tasty, but the fact that there is a lot of salt in them, I think it's not difficult to guess either. Also, as a rule, there is a lot of salt in various seasonings, ketchups, salad dressings, and so on. Let's move on. The next point is quite obvious, but it's impossible not to say about it. Alcohol. Of course, excessive alcohol consumption directly leads to a violation of the function of our kidneys. And alcohol actually literally directly affects the structure and function of this most valuable organ. So if we drink an excessive amount of alcohol, then we earn ourselves an increase in the renal tubules. And this again provokes kidney failure. And alcohol also has a damaging effect on the kidneys and reduces their ability to absorb very important electrolytes, as a result of which we lose them. And this, in general, has a negative effect on the whole body. Well, let's move on. The next point is not as obvious as alcohol, but in fact, if you look at it, it is also quite clear. This is excessive sugar consumption. And I must say that in the modern world, among nutritionists, only lazy people did not kick sugar. Indeed, all dogs are being hung up on sugar now, and I must say this is largely justified and fair. Indeed, sugar destroys our body. It ruins a number of organs and tissues, and the kidneys are no exception here. A number of studies have convincingly shown that if a person drinks only 2 glasses of a sweet carbonated drink, then this already leads to a rather strong and noticeable decrease in kidney function. Let it be temporary, but if you sin with it every day, then the effect from temporary can turn into a chronic one. And the thing is that large doses of sugar reduce the ability of the kidneys to filter. Thus, again, their main function of removing decay products and various toxic substances is reduced and suffers. Moreover, sweet carbonated drinks provoke the formation of stones in our kidneys. And the reason for this is not only sugar, but also phosphoric acid, which is present in almost every soda. Well, these were the most harmful products for our kidneys, which should definitely be excluded from the diet. And now let's talk about useful ones that will help us. Item number 1 is the pumpkin. Firstly, there is a very good content of vitamins and minerals, in particular vitamin T, which is important for kidney function. Moreover, pumpkin contains a lot of carotenoids, which prevent the formation of chronic kidney diseases, and are very important for the prevention of their health. But in addition to the pumpkin itself, it also contains pumpkin seeds. And this is practically a superfood, since they have both antiparasitic actions and a mild diuretic effect, reducing the effects of fluid stagnation in the body, reduce inflammation of kidney diseases, help bind and evacuate toxins, as well as heavy metals from the body, normalize sugar levels, and again contain a whole storehouse of vitamins and minerals. There are so many benefits in pumpkin seeds that they could even be singled out as a separate item. Let's move on. The next item is broccoli. And in addition to the benefits for the whole body, broccoli is of course also useful for our kidneys. So they contain a very large amount of antioxidants that will protect their cells and help their renewal. Also, of course, broccoli is very rich in a whole set of vitamins and minerals necessary for the functioning of our kidneys. Also, in addition to broccoli, spinach is also good. The next item is sweet pepper, or bell pepper. In addition to the fact that this product is a champion in vitamin C content among vegetables, it has also been proven that the use of pepper reduces the risk of developing aseptic inflammatory processes of the walls of our renal tubules. That is, the benefits for the kidneys are proven. And also, in addition to the kidneys, of course, sweet pepper contains a large number of other essential vitamins and minerals for our body. And the final point is blueberries. These berries contain anthocyanins. These are antioxidants that protect the tubules of our kidneys, which helps them very much in their work. And another interesting point is that blueberries retain these most useful properties even after heat treatment. By the way, friends, and write in the comments, and how do you eat any of these products? Or maybe you can advise something else useful for the kidneys. Share, tell, it will be interesting. And now I highly recommend you to watch my other video, where I talk about the first symptoms of kidney problems that cannot be ignored. Watch this video, and you will have a complete picture and a complete understanding. The link to the video you just appeared on the screen, and I also left the link in the description. And also fixed it in the upper comment. There is very important information there. And if you like this video, then like and subscribe to my channel. And we'll see you on that very video about the first symptoms of kidney problems. See you later.